everyone. I would like to welcome you all to this class on the topic of applying essential skills for project management. Briefly, I would like to introduce myself. Uh, some of you may know already. I am Muhammad Savir, and as far as my education is concerned, I have got two master degrees, one in commerce and the other in political science. And since 1984, I'm working for the humanitarian and development projects. From 1984 to 2008, I worked with USAID, United Nations World Food Program, Catholic Relief Services, and UNDP. And my major role over there was to manage emergency and relief projects across the various sectors. I was successful in managing the projects as per the requirement. And then I'm working as an independent consultant since 2008. And I'm pleased to let you know that since May 2023, I am the faculty member for AIU. And as far as my other consulting services, those I rendered are related to project appraisal. Along with the team, I appraised emergency as well as uh, development projects and accordingly designed the projects and took part in strategic planning and carried out series of monitoring and evaluations, disaster risk management, and I have been conducting training for the staff as well as for the counterpart staff and as a consultant also. And I have conducted different studies related to gender, gender mainstreaming, gender equity, and gender equality. Those were my major expertise, those I rendered. And as far as the learning objectives of today's class are concerned, in fact, it is to strengthening how to apply essential project management skills, a recap key concepts from the previous class. As you know, this is part two, and a month before we had a class on part one, and I'd like to review some of the major areas from that class and explore essential terms in project management and their practical relevance. What are these terms? We will discuss these terms. Those are essential. And we'll define and discuss key management functions. What are the key management functions? And what skills are required to perform these management functions. And we will also identify the core project management skills required for the managers in order to perform all the management related activities efficiently and effectively. And by the end of this session, we would be able to recognize the benefit of applying project management skills. So this is the objectives of today's class. And as far as the structure of this class is concerned, I'll make presentation aligned with the class learning objectives. And for active student participation, I'll ask questions during the class from the students. And you are requested to please write down your answers in the chat box. And we will have takeaways from this class. And at the end of this class, uh, we will have question answer session so that if you have any question related to that, uh, we can we can discuss and I can answer these questions. And at the end, we will have concluding remarks. So let's start with the recap from the previous class. First, we are going to define project management skills. Project management skills are the abilities and competencies required to successfully initiate, plan, execute, monitor, and close project. When we say close projects, you know, whenever we initiate a project, these are in terms of time limited, and we have specific objectives, and within that specific time, a project has to be completed so that the goals are achieved. They include a mix technical, hard, and skills. In order to perform, technical, hard, and soft skills are required. After this, I'll share briefly what is technical, what is hard, and what is soft skill. When applied effectively, these skills help teams align outcome with project goals, coordinate across functions, and deliver results within time, budget, and resource limits. A point to emphasize over here is, you know, the resources, may it be time, may it be finance, may it be equipment, staff, we have always limited resources, and within that available resources, we have to achieve the goals. How? By managing all the available resources effectively and efficiently. Just to recap, here are some examples related to type of skills. Hard skills, when we say hard skills, these are measurable abilities that can be developed through study, training, or hands-on experience. All the time, one learn from study, training, from the team, and as well as the experience. You also gain skills, and you get better skills when you experience it. For example, related to hard skills, we can say these are data analysis, budgeting, preparing reports, developing work plans, maybe strategic plans, and conducting project monitoring and evaluations. And coming to soft skills, these refer to interpersonal and behavioral qualities that help individuals communicate, collaborate, and lead effectively. For, for example, communication is a soft skill, teamwork, problem solving, and sound decision making. These are all some of the examples related to soft skills. And now, what is technical skills? These are specialized competencies needed to perform specific management or technical tasks, often supported by tools or technology. And as far as the examples are concerned, using project management software is a technical skill. Developing and maintaining websites is a technical skill. and applying engineering or vocational techniques. These are all some of the major technical skills. Just for the sake of clarification, I repeated this in this class. It was already covered in our part one before that. And now we will discuss briefly what is applying essential skills in terms of project management. Applying essential skills in project management means integrating balanced mix of soft, hard, and technical skills. You see, it is a combination when you apply. You cannot say that I have got hard skills and I can manage. No, you need to have soft and technical skills, and you have to have balance of mix of these skills, soft skill, hard skill, and technical skills as per the need of the project, so that you can achieve the goals working with the team. These skills are applied across all phases. Project, we can say these are project phases: initiating, planning, implementing, monitoring, and closing to ensure projects are delivered on time, within scope, and with quality. Quality is an important factor, I would say, that whenever we deliver any task, perform activities, the quality matters. And having good quality performance, we can say that we can manage the available resources and produce the results as per the requirement. They are vital for managing resources efficiently, fostering collaboration, addressing challenges. You see, whenever you implement, whenever you perform any assignments, you face challenges. And it is your skill how you address the challenge, how you resolve the issues, how you compromise, how you work with the team so that there is no challenge. If there was any challenge, you are able to address it. These are the skills that allows you to address the challenges and achieving project goals within defined allocated resources. Last time we also discussed that university students or the students can apply project management skills to the studies. Just for the sake of reference and refreshing memories, I'm presenting it again. University students can benefit from applying project management skills for what? To organize and manage their academic life effectively. And all these skills, management skills, help in setting clear goals, breaking down complex tasks, and planning a study schedule. By managing time, resources, and priorities well, students can handle assignments, exam, projects more effectively. Management skills provide a structured approach that support academic success. At this point, I would like to say that project management skills can be applied in your day-to-day life. You plan your personal activities and you have targets and you have limited resources so that you can achieve these targets. So that means project management skills can be applied in any scenario related to project management, to your personal life, to your studies. So here are some key terms. Those are related to applying essential project management skills. And these are the terms, those are to be used during this presentation repeatedly. And these are planning, organization, time management. Time management is a really, I mean, a must resource, and we must manage time very well. And we plan as per the time required. And problem solving, clear communication is must, and motivation. As a team leader, you may motivate your staff members, you help them so that they perform a good quality job. And risk management, assessing risk and making key informed decisions. Evaluations, monitoring, collaboration is very much required. Soft skills, we have discussed about that, and the leadership. And over here, I'll ask a question before going further down. The question is, communication skills are applicable to all the management functions. Is it true or false? When we say communication and then we say applicable to all management functions, how come? What do you think about this? Is it true or false? Please write down your answer and we'll see. Okay, it's true. Yes, communication skills are applicable to all the management functions. What are the management functions? These are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, directing, and controlling. Now, we will discuss one by one all these management functions. Just to have a clear idea about management functions, management functions provide a structured framework to guide managers in achieving goals. Like I said before, these include the management functions include planning, organizing, staffing, leading, directing, and controlling. Management functions may also include coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. So now, what is planning? Planning involves defining organizational goals, formulating strategies, and identifying the required actions and resources. Here, there are two keywords, actions and resources. For all the actions, you need resources. Without having resources, you cannot perform. It provides clear direction and serves as the foundation for all other management functions. And the key skills for planning, these are related to analytical thinking, assess and set realistic goals. You start with the setting goals, realistic goals, those are achievable, time bound. And then strategic thinking, align with vision and priorities. Decision making, select best strategy and action. Problem solving, anticipate and address challenges. You should learn how to solve problems. Problem solving starts identification of problem and finding alternate solutions and implementing the right option so that the problem is overcome. Resource management, allocate people, time, finances. Time management, set achievable timelines, and these should be realistic one. Communication, ensure clarity and team by in flexibility, adapt to challenging changing conditions. You should be flexible because the changes during the implementation of the project changes, and you should be able to adopt these changes and adjust. And over here, for instance, I can give you an example that planning is a living document, and as per the changes, it also needs to make amendments. So we should be very much flexible in order to make changes in the plan and act, act accordingly. Organizing. Organizing focuses on structuring resources, roles, and responsibilities to ensure effective collaboration among the team. It establishes a framework that enable employees and team to work efficiently towards achieving goals. And key skills for organizing. Structuring skills, assign clear roles and responsibilities, design workflow for the team, delegation, assign tasks effectively based on the skills and capacity, resource allocation, distribute people, funds, and material efficiently, coordination, you need to have the skill related to coordination that ensures activities and teamwork harmony, prioritization. This is, I would say, very much essential skill so that you have the skill how to prioritize in order to achieve the target within time, considering the importance and urgency of the task. Communication, you should have good communication skills, may it be verbal, non-verbal, written communication, so that you are able to clarify roles, expectations, and reporting lines. Collaboration, foster teamwork across units and functions. And as we already said about the adaptability, adjust structures when circumstances or goals change. Staffing. You need to have a staff in order to perform the activities, in order to perform the plan. And this is the resource also. Staffing ensures that the organization has the right people in the right roles. When we say right people, that means the staff should have the capability and the skill in order to perform the assigned task. This starts with the selection of staff member. It starts from the recruitment uh, and the human resource department, along with the program team. They create job description for the staff, and then according to that, the staff is recruited. It encompasses recruitment, selection, and of course, training as per the requirement and professional development to build capable and high performing teams. This is the process you adopt. And for that, the key skills for staffing are related to recruitment, assessment of skills, evaluating candidates, competencies, and potential while recruiting. And once the staff is recruited as per the requirement, you need to give some training and development, build their skills through coaching and capacity building, motivation, of course, inspiring employee to perform their job in a best manner, interpersonal skills, building trust. This is very much required. There should be trust among all the team members and positive relationship, because uh, having conflicts is not a good culture, I would say, to work for. So there should be trust among the team members and positive relationship. And conflict resolution, yes, handling workplace issues fairly and effectively so that if there was any conflict that could be resolved. And decision making, choosing the right people for the right roles, performance management. Once staff is recruited, then it is the role of a supervisor or the team leader to monitor, guide, and improve the staff output. For that matter, you can say you can have performance plans for the staff, and then you review them, and if you find any gap, you and staff discuss it and address the gap so that the staff can perform accordingly. Successful planning future leaders to ensure continuity, succession. So once staff leaves, you need to have a replacement. So that is called succession planning. Leading. Leading is the process of motivating, guiding, and inspiring employees. It emphasizes communication, vision, and empowerment to align people's effort with organizational goals and to foster commitment and teamwork. So these are the basic skills required for a team leader who should be able to motivate staff when there is a need, should be able to guide and inspire the staff. And they should have very clear communication so that the organizational goals are achieved. And it cannot be done without proper guidance, motivation, which is required. And the key skills for leading, again, communication, you see, it is in each function, you can find it: communication, motivation. Emotional intelligence is related to understanding and managing self and others. And decision making, provide direction and resolve issues effectively. And if you face any conflict, then it is the responsibility of the supervisor or the team lead to handle disagreement, to resolve them, and delegate, empower others by entrusting responsibilities, team building, foster collaboration and trust, influence and persuasion, gain commitment and support, adaptability. We have already discussed that, adjust leadership style to different situation. Controlling. Controlling involves monitoring performance, evaluating results against established plans, and making corrective adjustments when necessary. This function ensures that organizational activities remain aligned with the strategic goals. Key skills for controlling are related to analytical skills, assess data and performance results, goal setting, we discussed about that, monitoring, evaluation, attention to details, identify variances and gaps so that the required action is taken and the problem is resolved. Decision making, take timely and corrective actions. Time management ensures controls are applied regularly and on schedule so that activities are planned as per the schedule, are performed as per the schedule. Communication, report findings clearly, provide feedback, adaptability, adjust control when conditions or goal changes. Now, again, I have a question for you. Budgeting and reporting are not part of project management functions. What do you think about it? Is it true or false? I repeat, budgeting and reporting are not part of project management functions. What do you think? Is it true or false? Please write down in the chat box your answer.
I think everybody answered false.
Let's see.
Oh, I see one true.
Excellent. Yes, it is false because budgeting and reporting are a part of project management functions. Yes, great. Now we'll talk some additional functions like we said about coordinating, ensuring effective alignment and cooperation across departments and activities. For an example, you can say you have engineering department and you have program department and you have HR, finance. So you need to have coordination among all the departments so that you ensure effective alignment and cooperation across departments and activities. For what? For achieving the goals. Reporting, communicating progress or problems. Reporting doesn't mean that it is always good progress. You may identify issues in the reporting also, and performance and the results to relevant stakeholders. For there are different stakeholders, you need to inform them, and that has to be timely reported, and you need to have a format and framework for reporting. Budgeting, allocating and managing financial resources. Of course, finances are also limited as other resources are to support strategic priorities. The skills, those are required for coordination. Uh, these are collaboration, encourage team across all units. Communication, again, you see it's here. Negotiation, resolve overlap and conflict smoothly. Interpersonal skills, building trust among departments, among team members. Trust is must. organizing synchronized tasks, timelines, and activities. Adaptability, again, adjust coordination as priorities shift. Now we'll talk a little bit about what are the key skills for reporting. Written communication, prepare clear and concise reports. Concise report is very much, say required, because when you send reports, if these are too lengthy and too wordy, then nobody has that much time to read this report. Therefore, it should be very concise and precise so that somebody reads it and learn the key progress and action required if there was any problems. Analytical skills, interpret and present data meaningfully. Instead of many words, you can produce uh, different data in bar charts, for instance, and attention to details ensure accuracy and completeness. Accuracy is very much required for all the reports. If these are not accurate, then there will be wrong decisions. Clarity and objectivity, present facts without biasness. Presentation skills, deliver information effectively to stakeholders. Technology use, you must learn technologies, those apply, for instance, to learning tools, softwares for reporting and visualization. Key skills for budgeting, that includes financial literacy, understand accounting and cost structure. For each section, I would say, if in a project there are different sections, for each section there are different responsibilities for the finance. The staff must be financial literate, understand accounting and cost structures, resource allocations, distribute funds effectively to priorities, analytical thinking, forecast need and evaluate trade-offs, decision making, approve expenditure aligned with strategy. In this case, always one thing we need to keep in our mind that all these departments, like for instance, program and finance and engineering, they must coordinate with each other so that finance department knows what is the requirement of the program. So then they are able to allocate the financial resources according to the requirement. If there is no coordination, then the wrong allocations of finances will be made. Numerical skills ensure accuracy and calculations, monitoring and control, track spending versus budget, and adjust them accordingly. Problem solving, address functional shortfalls or overruns. Now we'll talk about the core project management skill for the managers. Of course, the planning and organization is a core project management skill for the managers. Setting objectives, defining scope, creating action plans and task prioritization, structuring workflow, and managing resources. You will find some duplication over here that we have already discussed about that. But when we talk about the managers, again, these are the core management skills: time and resource management, scheduling activities and managing deadlines, allocating people, budget, material efficiently. Core project management skills for managers, again, communication and collaboration, sharing information clearly with the stakeholders. Manager must be able to share information with the stakeholders, facilitating teamwork and ensuring alignment, leadership and management. A manager should also be good team leader, inspiring and guiding team members towards goals, delegating tasks effectively and building trust. Core project management skills again for the managers also include problem solving and decision making, identifying challenges and finding practical solutions. As far as finding practical solution is concerned, the team member should be able and must involve team members in order to identify precise solutions. And that must be decision based, making timely evidence based decisions. Risk management, a project manager must anticipate potential risks and developing mitigation plans. They should also mitigation plans so that in case of need, the plan B is ready in order to address any issue and adapting changes to circumstances. We have discussed it again and again. Core project management skills for managers also include monitoring and evaluation, tracking progress of the staff as well as of the project milestones, measuring outcome and learning from results, technical and digital skills. We talked about preparation of the reports, data analysis, for that matter, using project management tools, software, and applying data and reporting for informed decisions are part of technical and digital skills that a manager must have. And now, briefly, we will discuss the benefits of applying project management skills. Once the team and the managers and the leaders have clear direction that ensures goals are well defined and achievable, and resources are efficiently utilized, risk reduction identifies and manages potential challenges early, better collaboration that strengthen communication and teamwork, and accountability is very much important, that is related to tracking progress and performance, and higher success rates increase the likelihood of delivering results on time within the scope. In the very beginning, we mentioned that all the resources are limited, same as the time. So once we have time management skills, we can accomplish the task within the time frame. Here are key takeaways from this class. And we can say it is important to understand the key terms as they help to apply essential project management skills more effectively. We need to have understanding about this key terminologies. The main management functions are planning. We discussed about planning. These are organizing, leading, staffing, and controlling. These are project management functions. But in addition to these functions, there are additional functions such as coordinating, budgeting, and reporting. In order to perform management functions effectively, managers need a strong mix of skills. We talked about the skill types. soft skill, hard skills, technical skills, and it's a matter of having combination of these skills for setting goals, planning strategically, allocating resources, motivating teams for monitoring and evaluation. Applying project management skills enhances efficiency, strengthens decision making, and improves team performance, enabling managers to achieve goals within available resources. So after this, I open this class for the questions or comments if you have, so that we can discuss it.